In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on August 1st, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Cleveland Guardians versus Houston Astros. The Cleveland Guardians face the Houston Astros with both teams looking to improve in their divisions to start the month off strong. The Guardians have a 53-54 record and going 14-12 in July. They have remained in second place in the American League Central Division. The Astros have a 60-47 record and with a 10-6 record since the All-Star break. They have leaped into second place in the American League West Division. These offenses have been on 2 completely different levels lately as the Guardians are scoring 3.71 runs in their previous 7 games, while the Astros are averaging 5.17 runs in their last 6 games. There is a massive difference between these offenses being able to hit with runners in scoring position, as Houston is 5th in the majors with a .813 team ops in those situations, while Cleveland is 22nd with a .718 team ops. The Guardians are looking to make a push in their division, but the Astros should step up at home and control this game. The Astros, who average 4.77 runs per game, should drive in runs at will with Yordan Alvarez, Kyle Tucker, and the rest of the lineup making contact and crushing pitches against the Guardians' pitchers to easily play base runners. The Astros should limit a Guardians lineup that averages only 4.16 runs per game, with Framber Valdez stepping up and pitching multiple scoreless innings to allow the bullpen to close out the game with a comfortable lead. So the Houston Astros to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. When looking at the last 7 starts for these pitchers, Gavin Williams is 1-2 with a 3.35 earned run average and a 1.30 WHIP in 37.2 innings, while Framber Valdez is 2-2 with a 5.14 earned run average with a 1.31 WHIP in 42 innings of work in that stretch. These offenses have been clicking as of late throughout the last few weeks, as Cleveland is averaging 5.15 runs in their previous 13 games, while Houston is scoring 5.08 runs in their last 12 games. Both starting pitchers have struggled this year, and both teams look to drive in runs from the first pitch. The Guardians should easily play base runners against Framber Valdez, who has allowed 15 runs in his last 3 starts, with Jose Ramirez, Josh Naylor, and the rest of the lineup making contact and putting together strong plate appearances. The Astros, who are averaging 5.93 runs per game, should run up the score with Yordan Alvarez, Kyle Tucker, Chas McCormick, and the rest of the lineup swinging for the fences and powering the ball against the Guardians' pitchers to easily play base runners throughout the game. This will be a high-scoring game with both lineups stepping up. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. New York Mets versus Kansas City Royals. The New York Mets face the Kansas City Royals with both teams having rough seasons. The Mets have a 50-55 record and have already started to tear down the roster ahead of the trade deadline. The Royals have a 32-75 record, which is second worst in the American League, but they have won 3 games in a row. The Mets have been a better team all season, but after trading away multiple players at the deadline, they look like a depleted team, and I see the Royals taking advantage. The Royals, who have scored 20 runs in the last 3 games, should drive in runs with ease with Bobby Witt, Salvador Perez, and the rest of the lineup making contact and powering the ball against Jose Quintana and the rest of the Mets pitchers. The Royals should also limit the Mets lineup with Zach Greinke stepping up and pitching multiple scoreless innings and handing the ball to the bullpen with the lead. The Mets should be favored for obvious reasons, but laying juice with them on the road given how disappointing they've been isn't much of an option. In fact, the Mets are 5th in terms of money lost this season. Only the Cardinals, White Sox, Royals, and A's have lost more money than the Mets this season. The Royals just swept the Twins, and Jose Quintana has just 11 innings under his belt this season, so the jury is still out on him. Zach Greinke is a shell of himself, but he's been respectable at home, where he has a 3.74 earned run average through 53 innings. So the Kansas City Royals money line is our full game side pick. Grank has been much more effective at home than on the road this season. He has produced a 3.49 earned run average with a 1.06 WHIP in 9 career starts versus the Mets. Kansas City has gone under the run total in 3 of Grank's last 4 starts. Quintana pitched well in his 1 start on the road in 2023, pitching 6 strong innings and allowing 2 earned runs on 6 hits while striking out 5 batters. The Mets have gone under the run total in both of Quintana's starts this year. The Royals are second to last in the league in runs scored per game with 3.58, while the Mets are ranked in the bottom half of the league with 4.42. The Mets have pushed or gone under the run total in 5 of their last 7 games away from their home stadium, and they have gone under the run total in 3 of their last 4 games overall. The Mets should limit a Royals lineup that averages only 3.77 runs per game with Jose Quintana pitching multiple strong innings. The Royals should eliminate a Mets lineup that averages only 4.44 runs per game with Zach Greinke pitching multiple scoreless innings with minimal contact and a surplus of strikeouts. With a high total and both lineups struggling, I see this game being a low-scoring one from the first pitch with both starting pitchers taking over. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. San Diego Padres versus Colorado Rockies. The San Diego Padres and Colorado Rockies will battle in Game 2 of their 3-game series in Colorado on Tuesday night. The Padres have been one of baseball's biggest disappointments this season and sit in 4th place in the National League West Division. The Rockies weren't expected to compete this season, and they have lived up to those low standings, residing in last place in the National League West Division. The Padres will make this one a bullpen game, but that may not be such a bad thing against a Rockies lineup that is severely depleted with injuries to Bryant and Blackmon and the trading of Grichuk and Cron. The Padres should come into this series on a high after likely preventing any kind of seller mode from team ownership with the sweep of the Rangers this weekend. San Diego is 4-3 against the Rockies this season, including 2 wins out of 3 at Coors Field in June. Look for the Padres' deep lineup to do some damage in this game and get into the Rockies' bullpen early. While the Padres came away losers in a tight Game 1 affair, they've still got plenty of momentum behind them, and if their bats can get firing in a very hitter-friendly ballpark, this is a game they will be looking at as must-win. After a solid pitching series against the Texas Rangers, the Padres are playing their style of baseball, and while it didn't fare well for them in Game 1 of this series, they're still a team looking to make a playoff push, and with the advantage on the mound and in the respective lineups, this should be a big win for them. So the San Diego Padres money line is our full game side pick. While Coors Field is known as a pitcher's nightmare around the league, in recent times, neither of these teams have been showing off the bat, with them sitting at number 22 and number 13 respectively in the overall offensive ranks around baseball this season. After a low-scoring affair in Game 1, expect no different here, as the under is 8-2 in the Padres' last 10 outings, while also being 6-4 in the Rockies' last 10, despite 5 of those games coming at home, and with the under sitting at 6-4 in their past 10 head-to-head meetings. This should be more of the same here. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.